Hello, Richardson ISD parents and staff. As we head into a long weekend for students with Election Day next week, I want to address two important topics with our families. First, COVID-19. As you may know, RSD has been following a series of metrics related to the pandemic to help guide us in making decisions on mitigation strategies like masks. Data related to positive cases, virus transmission countywide and our zip codes, strain on the healthcare system, and vaccine rates are among the factors we watch as recommended by the CDC. Positive cases in RSD have dropped dramatically since our peak levels in late August and early September. In fact, as of today, cases were 1/7 the level we experienced at our peak. As concerning as the numbers were for the first month of school, we are very optimistic by the downward trend. Even more encouraging, a vaccine is widely expected to be approved for children ages 5 through 11 in the coming days. This vaccine would come in a 2-dose sequence, 3 weeks apart. Our staff is working on plans to schedule vaccine opportunities here in the district for RSD elementary families soon after formal approval is announced. If all goes as expected, elementary students ages 5 through 11 could be fully vaccinated by winter break. For these reasons, I want to share that RSD will be revising its mask policy at secondary schools and central buildings effective Wednesday, November 3rd. Masks will again become encouraged but optional in our junior highs and high schools, as well as our central office buildings. It's important to remember that even with masks becoming optional at secondary schools, the CDC recommends that people who are not vaccinated should continue to wear masks while indoors in group settings, and we strongly encourage people who are not vaccinated to follow that recommendation. With that said, there is an element of personal choice for families that is important, and we feel the time has come to be able to safely provide that choice for our older students. So I know you're wondering about elementary schools, and we continue to view our younger students a bit differently because they are not yet able to become fully vaccinated. We will continue to regularly assess the remaining mask requirement at elementary, and I'm hopeful of being able to move quickly on that front as a vaccine for our younger students becomes available. We are in a positive and very encouraging place right now, and we all hope the trends continue in the right direction. With that said, if things reverse and an outbreak should occur with substantial transmission at school or in a classroom, masks could be revisited on a temporary classroom by classroom basis as a mitigation tool if it becomes needed. Okay, next I want to say a few words to our families about our students' ability and right to express themselves when they see or feel something happening at their school that they don't think is right. In recent days and weeks, some students have become upset or frustrated with topics such as school rules and discipline not being written or enforced fairly or consistently. Students of color, students who identify as LGBTQ+, and female students have expressed a variety of concerns related to fair and equal treatment of students. I want them to know that we hear you and our school administrators hear you. Each high school has a student equity council that exists to help bring issues and instances like this to the attention of our school leadership teams so they can be discussed and resolved. In addition, each of our junior high and high school principals are not only willing but truly want to sit down with students who have concerns and work to reach solutions. If a school's dress code is not fair to every student, or if a student feels that discipline isn't being enforced fairly, our campus leadership teams want to talk about it, and we want to hear from all students. Taking the step to discuss concerns and suggest solutions can also be a chance to understand accurate information. As we all know, at times, rumors can circulate on social media that just aren't true, or a situation is passed along without the context that would change how someone views it. Taking the extra step to ask about something can help with understanding about what has or hasn't actually happened. Taking advantage of opportunities to sit down and discuss concerns and provide feedback and ideas is by far the most productive way to bring about change. With that said, I want to be clear that the least productive way for any student to achieve change is making choices that disrupt a school environment or impact the safety of themselves or other people at school. Our leadership teams want to support and work with all students, but their first priority is to ensure the safety of all students and protect the ability of all students to learn. We cannot allow student actions and choices, including those made online, to impact the safety of schools. Having a strong belief is not a reason to take steps that may endanger fellow students, and our schools will continue to discipline students who take actions that impact campus safety under the Code of Conduct. I've spoken with each of our high school principals about this topic, and to a person, they want to hear from students with concerns and ideas, support them, and discuss opportunities for change. We want every student to feel safe and that they belong at school, and we are committed to providing that. Students who have viewpoints and perceptions can express them in a way that is respectful to those who have different viewpoints. That's what living in a society is all about, and that's why resources such as peer mediators exist. It's okay to have different perspectives brought about by different outlooks and experiences, but we must not let those differences create a situation where someone feels unsafe, or equally, that school isn't a place where they can be accepted for who they are. Parents, I've heard your voices too. Some have shared concerns about school safety, and as I've mentioned, that is the first priority of our efforts and resources. Each social media post or reported concern related to school safety is investigated, and police are involved to determine if an online post or threat is credible, who is responsible, and whether additional actions are necessary to ensure the safety of a school. We also need your assistance. If you receive a text from your child or read a social media post during the school day that causes you concern, please contact your school immediately. This is to ensure the school is aware and/or to be able to get accurate information from the most important resource, the school itself. In this age of social media, with most students provided with mobile phones, this is an ongoing effort and a challenge that is not unique to Richardson ISD. Each of our schools has a safety and security plan, and we have asked our district's school safety committee to reconvene and review current safety plans to provide feedback and recommendations to the district. I have asked all 4 of our high school principals to work with this committee to specifically review the safety plans in place at our high schools. Secondary school parents, I'm asking you to please take some time over this long weekend to talk with your child about these topics. We want all students to have a voice, but not at the expense of anyone's safety or someone else's voice. And our schools must first and foremost be places of safety and, above all else, learning. I wish everyone a safe and enjoyable long weekend as we close out October and head into a long weekend for students. And on the topic of voices being heard, one reminder that Tuesday is Election Day. Please take some time to learn about the issues and let your voice be heard.